But know your foe. Juan Soto coming to the American League East is actually really exciting for baseball. It's really fun because of the fact that you have another superstar. And I'm going to show you why, just how talented Juan Soto is. And to be honest, there's a reason the Yankees went to go get him, because he can do so many good things. So why don't we talk about why Soto, I think, to me, is a top 5 hitter. Well, first off, everyone thought he had a down year. He got traded the year before. Obviously, things didn't go well in San Diego. And this past year, he still had a OPS over 930, 35 jacks, 109 RBIs. But it's Soto's ability to do damage in the zone, which is so damn impressive, and it does not matter the count. So let's go through this so far. 3-2 count, Charlie Morton. Watch where this pitch is, and I'm going to explain how this kind of happened. But Juan Soto's bat speed and his ability to drive the ball anywhere is quite ridiculous. So let's roll the clip. So this pitch is going to be on the outside corner here as we're watching it. Soto, because he has such quick hands and he has such great rotation in his hips, this ball he's on time. And you might think, is it going to go to center? Is it going to go to left? No. This ball is going out to right center. And I mean, way gone. And so that's just one example of how his power is. And you're probably wondering, well, wait a minute, you should try to go with the baseball, right, Ryan? Well, yes, if you're a little bit later, you are going to be, if you're still in the baseball, yeah, you're going to drive it to left field. But Juan was on time. His bat stayed through the zone for a long period of time. That ball is launched, okay? Here's another one. Again, look at the count here, by the way. Juan Soto had 9 home runs last year with 2 strikes. That was second most on the team, only behind Manny Machado, one of the best players, obviously, still in Major League Baseball. So 1-2 count, you're going to see the pitch again away. But because Soto's a little bit later, this ball's not going to go out to right, which we just saw. This is going to be absolutely annihilated to center field. And again, that's not a bad pitch location, but Juan Soto is so ridiculously good at doing damage on pitches in the zone. And I know a lot of people are saying Major League hitters, all hitters like doing damage in the zone. Juan makes you pay. Juan makes you pay more than almost any other hitter I can watch. And actually, Aaron Judge does the same thing quite often. Here's an example. Another 2-strike count. 1-2. Slider's going to be in. Soto is so hard to put away with 2 strikes. Yes, he struck out 29 times, but he walked 132. It's just, he is going to battle no matter what, but he can also do a lot of damage. You're going to see a hanging slider, unfortunately, for Evan Phillips, former teammate and former Baltimore Oriole. Slider down and in, and Soto, he ain't going to miss it. That's not a bad pitch, but that's just an even better swing. And Phillips' slider, by the way, is nasty. It was not fun fade. It's like a gyro ball. I don't even know how I explained it. This one gets me giddy watching this, because this is against the Tigers. This ball, timeout, is up and away. And we understand you can have a lot of power to all parts of the field. Then there's Juan Soto power to left center, which this ball, if you watch it in Detroit, it's not an easy place to hit up here. And to have that much power, again, on a pitch in the zone, he does not miss those pitches. And that's the scary thing with Juan Soto. But he can still hit pitches out of the zone, by the way, and still against very good hitters. I would be so mad if I was a pitcher. And it's Zach Gallen with the Arizona Diamondbacks. Tremendous year for him. He's going to throw a backup slider, curveball outside here off the plate. And Juan Soto is going to hit this for a double to right center. Like, that is not a bad pitch. That's off the plate, as you can see. But Juan stays on the ball so well, shoots it to right center, and there you go. He's got another extra base hit. The game is very easy for him at times. This one is another example of Juan's a little bit later on his timing. The ball's going to go out to left field. Again, slider away. Juan, great bat control. Homer, gone. And keep in mind, he's 25 years old this year. He just finished his age 24 season. Here's another example of he actually ranks in the 99th percentile in hard hit balls. So in layman's terms, he hits the ball harder than any other player in Major League Baseball consistently. That's what he does. Watch how fast this ball comes off the bat here on a hanging slider. That ball gets to the center field wall in probably 2 or 3 seconds. It's truly impressive. And this is why his hands are so quick. You can't beat him with the sliders away. You can't beat him with the pitches out over the plate. Oh, so I'll try to bust him in with a 1-2 fastball, right? That's your goal? Well, guess what? he's going to shoot this ball right down the line. Again, that's a really, really well-located pitch by Mike Clevenger. But Juan is able to get his bat to the baseball as quick as anybody. And shout out Gavin Sheets, another Baltimore guy, making the play out there. And this is a graph I wanted to show you courtesy of Baseball Savant. I'm actually going to show more of these with the Orioles players so people can get more of the context of what's going on. So right now you're seeing a lot of blue. And you might think, well, hey, blue means not good, Ryan. Well, actually, this is on Juan Soto's whiff percentage. That means the amount of times he is missing the ball in the strike zone. The entire strike zone is blue. So that means when Juan Soto gets a pitch in the zone, he's not missing it. Yeah, he might not get a hit every time, but more times than not, he is doing extreme damage. Now, if you are going to get Juan out, obviously, if you look down below here, he will chase a little bit. He actually is a better high ball hitter than he is a low ball hitter. So as we see some of the examples coming up here, I wanted to show this graph. It just is mesmerizing to me. But here's David Robinson. Here's one of the examples of actually a high fastball, but the pitch is off the plate. And Robertson, great pitcher, great location. I mean, Soto, it's close enough where he feels like he has to swing. And if you look, Soto, he's going to ask right now, he's going to go, hey, is that a strike? Was that there? And then I'm just going to say, no, that's off the plate. Or he might be, you know what, for you, Soto, that's a strike today, depending on how the conversation goes. But he is very in tune with his strike zone and where pitches are. Let's keep moving right here. This is disgusting by Logan Webb. If you really want to get Soto, a changeup is probably the best pitch to get him on. And honestly, a changeup might be the best pitch to have if you're a guy that can throw a really good fastball. That's why Grayson Rodriguez has a great one. Logan Webb's right here looks like it, and that thing dies. Alcantara, same thing. Disgusting. That is the grossest. That might be one of the grossest changeups in Major League Baseball. And maybe one day I'll break down his stuff because it's truly electrifying. But unfortunately, the Marlins don't get the attention because they're kind of the Marlins right now. Okay? Again, chasing away, low and away. Mackenzie Gore, slider away. All part of it. If you're going to get Soto in, you got to get that cutter slider motion going towards that back knee and low. He likes the ball elevated. A lot of the left-handed hitters want a ball in that range where they can try to get their bat to it. In this case, ball keeps running, great cutter. And then for those cases, this is one of the rare ones I actually saw of Juan missing a high fastball. And this was against Grayson Rodriguez. This is why Grayson Rodriguez has the ability to be one of the best, is because his fastball is elite. It's epic. Grayson Rodriguez, fastball high and in, great location. Juan can't catch up with it, right? So just to give it, this is the last one. This is actually just to show you just how great Juan is. This is a homer he's going to hit on another 2-strike count. And he's going to not miss this at all. Hanging slider. And that ball is launched. And to me, it's an effortless swing. And these balls aren't barely getting out, by the way. These balls are traveling further and further. Juan has a chance to put up 40, 50 home runs if he's playing the Yankee Stadium, if I'm being completely honest. But what's going to make him so dangerous is having the other guy, Aaron Judge, in the lineup. And again, look, I know people don't like the Yankees in Baltimore. I completely understand. But the game of baseball is better when the Orioles and Yankees have that rivalry. Growing up for me, it was the Yankees and Orioles having those moments. And Juan Soto is playing for that contract. And I have full expectation that we're going to see the Juan Soto that was last year, but I think we're going to see even a better version. He's always wanted to have the spotlight. He's going to have that opportunity. As long as he doesn't dive in spring training anymore, the Yankees are going to have one of the most toughest, arguably to me, Judge and Soto are probably the best 1-2 punch. And I know maybe down the road, people will say that about Adley and Gunnar moving forward. But for right now, Juan Soto is going to be fun to watch playing in the Bronx and coming to Camden Yards.